Ladies and gentlemen, this stream is now in session. Obi-Wan362, Gamer Law presiding. And welcome back to some Persona 5 Royal Jump. Welcome to the courtroom. How are you doing? Becky wants to see us. And so that's what we're doing because... yes. Temperance. Do I have a Temperance Persona? I do not. So we're gonna go get a Temperance Persona. And then we're gonna call Becky over to give us a massage. Well, not she's not giving us a massage because she can't do that yet. But I'm gonna call her over here. Great. It's alright. Just alright.
Hey, inmate!
Oh no. Yep. Nope. That's. Yep. Let him know if he needs anything. Yep. There we go. Kawakami Temperance. Alright.
You certainly.
Justine, you handle this. These are the paths you have walked.
I guess I should see if I can fuse a Temperance first.
The inmate you wish to
I do
perform
have.
no
I'm
shoes.
pretty full up on Personas. Nope. I can get a sun out of him, but. I think he gets me to high level. Nope. Yes, but too high level. Which I'm getting sleep on your off days because I'm not sticking to the sleep schedule. I mean, look, I get that. I keep making that mistake jump of like, I especially do that with work because like, you know, I don't I only go in every other week, and so the weeks I'm home I don't get out of bed until shortly before my first hearing. So yeah, it kind of throws off my sleep schedule. So I get it. That may just not be an option for us. Nope. Alright.
Gather them.
And like there wouldn't be one here because... well, I guess there could have been.
To a world beyond this one.
Do a network fusion?
You can't handle this.
Alright. Yep.
You change your mind?
Okay, we'll just have to
Justine, read here.
summon a Temperance.
Is this what you want? A fee is required. This is your power. Done already? What? It is time, inmate.
Alright, let's... get Kawakami on the horn. Hey, something unbelievable just happened. It's so surprising. I don't even know where to begin. Something I want to ask you about as well. You'll request me today, won't you? Jump, correct me if I'm wrong. I meant to ask this before. I'm pretty sure I don't know the answer. I assume I can romance Kasumi, right? Because I hate to be friend zoning all of these women only to find out I can't even romance Kasumi. Okay. Thanks. Just stay put in your room. Because, like, let's be honest. All of the let's just stay friends options are, like, they're so kind of rude sounding in the wording. And it hurts. It hurts my heart to read.
Hey there.
I'm so glad you requested me. I have big news. Takusei-kun's guardians came to my house today and apologized to me. They told me I won't have to send any more money, and that they'll return everything I paid them. You will be swimming in cash then. It's like they're completely different people. What happened with Mr. Kamoshida? Hey, you wouldn't be, Anyway, it's such a relief. They apologize about Takusei-kun. Admit that what they did was terrible. Not that you would know personally. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Sure. They even told me that I'm a good teacher. And so I decided to really quit my part-time maid job today. I've been talking to my boss about it ever since I was hospitalized. It took a while to work out who would cover my shifts. Didn't want to inconvenience anyone.
Well,
Now I can finally make a fresh start as a teacher. I can take care of my students and earn their trust. Yes. That's what this conversation's about. Oh. That's the ideal teacher I aspire to become. I bet I'll be an old one by the time I achieve my dreams. You may be right. Aren't you old already? Oh, that would be the death nail. Nonsense. Yeah, you're right. I'm still within the demographic age range of what's considered young. Yeah, but that wording was not. I was always able to rely on you, Master. You helped me come to a lot of realizations because you were such a good listener. Thanks again. Oh, crap.
thank you for using our service.
Today marks the day I graduate from being your maid. Aww. Lame. What a bummer. Could always become your personal maid, right? Just kidding. Unless... One more rank. One more rank.
So,
At any rate, what are you going to do once I stop coming here? Can you handle the cleaning on your own? I'm pretty worried about the state this place is in. Look, I have, I have done. Oh, there's a cat there, huh? Last I knew, I heard her over there, and then I moved, and she was under my foot. It was weird. Pretty weird what the state this place is in. Like you've never cleaned it. Like you don't put much thought into your diet either. I eat curry because that's what the man downstairs cooks. All right. Besides, won't you be lonely? Look. This is just so rude. Why do they do this? No, I'll be fine. This was... I think you're bluffing. Like, at least that one's the least painful one of them. But I guess I'm not surprised. Must be so bizarre having your homeroom teacher in your bedroom. Yeah, bizarre. That's the word I would use. Yep. Going with bizarre. But you won't mind me visiting the cafe area downstairs, right? We can chat over curry. Despite how I am, you never gave up on me. So, as your homeroom teacher, I'll always protect you. Aww. Oh, and of course I'll keep my initial promise too. The one about slacking off in class.
See you later.
So cute. Hi, thanks for today. On my way home, I remembered everything. All the old memories from when I decided to become a teacher. Like when I was going through the courses for it, or my first year as a teacher. Back then, I would have done anything for my students. I felt like I was capable of anything. Somewhere along the way, I forgot about all that. Reigniting your original resolve is easier said than done. I mean, you can do it. I believe in you. Believe in yourself. In the heart of the maid. Thanks. Somehow when I hear it from you, it makes me feel like I can do anything. Weird, huh? From now on, I'll support you as your teacher, so you can rely on me as much as you want, okay? And that's all I wanted to say. Okay, I'll see you at school. Good night. Oh, Kawakami. Sweet, sweet Kawakami. Why do we have this Thursday off? Autumnal Equinox Day. Okay. Okay, Shooty McShooterson wants to train us, so that's an option. Takame! Makoto's ready to up. Futaba's ready to up. Takame is ready to hang out with us. Let's see if Shihei is up here.
Oh. What shall we do?
Infinity. Takame.
Here we go.
We need to spend more time with Hawaii. Gosh dang it.
What do you think? What shall we do? What shall we do?
Alright. So we can't hang out with Takame. Which leaves us Makoto and Futaba. Makoto gets us Harrison Recovery. I don't think Futaba gets us anything. She's rank 4. Yeah, we need to rank 6 for her next thing. So, probably Makoto. Priestess. Which I do not have. Because of course I don't. Because I don't technically need Mitra anymore.
Hey, inmate!
Again, the problem is like we need to get Kawakami maxed out before we go into the palace so that we can, you
How
know,
goes the
keep the night when we get out.
Time for some rehab. Let's execute.
Atropos, Valkyrie, Kikurihime. Right, I need priestess. Are you kidding me? Why? Okay, I will say at least this time, it also is cut out on Streamlabs, so it's showing me that it's stopped. So that is at least... How about now? Okay, cool. Yeah, for Makoto we need Priestess, we can get Kurihime, because Haru is Empress. I believe that's right.
Looks pretty tough. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Need the Bufala. Mawakunda's useful. Koga's great. Evil Smile? Sorry, one sec. I'm trying to... So I don't understand why, but the next skill text isn't solid and polished like the rest of the text, so it looks like something is wrong with the screen. But it's also comes through that way on in the capture, so it seems right. RX Gaming, welcome to the courtroom. How the heck are you? Take Evil Smile, it's a good one.
It will receive some new, my.
Like, I honestly thought I had some dead pixels, and I was gonna be really annoyed. Tetraha. There's not a lot of cause for Tetraha. Yeah.
Finished for... Are you finished? What?
Shoot.
Are you finished? What? No slacking off.
Go back. Gotta go back. Gotta go back. I didn't even think to check that kid. Where is Shooty McBooty? Bullet hail. That one would also be really good to get. Do I get Makoto's Harrison Recovery, or do I get Bullet Hail? Just sounds cooler. Blah. Whose idea was it to make melon-flavored Mountain Dew? Alright. Let's... You say it's a weird flavor. It's a watermelon gummy, Jolly Rancher. That's what it is. They've melted down watermelon Jolly Ranchers and mixed it with Mountain Dew. That's what happened. You look it up. Google it. Yeah. You're right, I just don't like it. Aren't you gonna train? I thought you wanted to get better. Bit the arcade today. It'd be fun to hang out with you. Dang it, kid. Okay, I'll be waiting. I should have gone there. And... Oh, hey! Yes, it teleports me here. So I can try and get the Big Bang Burger from Crane. Come here, Big Bang Burger Coon. Big Bang Burger Coon. Bubbles, I'll be honest, for a second there, I thought you were listening to the theme music for Murder, She Wrote.
Oh. Okay.
This is not the Junes theme. Big Bang Burger Coon, don't fight me.
Oh. Okay.
Getting a Big Bang Burger Coon. He needs a shorter name.
Oh.
This is
Okay.
Oh shoot! If I would have thought about it, we could have. We could have gotten Chihaya to give us a boost to kindness while we were, so we could get an extra boost while we were here. Getting the stupid burger. Getting the stupid burger. It's gonna be a collector's item once Akumura dies. I mean, what? Okay. There's a limit. Alright, well, that's annoying.
Hey.
There was a Phantom Thieves capsule toy machine at the shop in the back alley. Can get all kinds of Phantom Thieves stuff. I got a Phantom Thieves badge. I wonder what I'll get next. You know what I want to get next? My royalties, dang it! I'm the Phantom Thieves. I have Belphegor. I would just like for it to be known that we're hanging out with a child, and the persona I have that matches him is a demon on a toilet.
All right.
Keep playing. Cat, get me that Big Bang Burger Coon.
You bastard.
What the? You made the same mistake last time. What are you doing? Did you get it? Can't just shoot all over the place? Kick's so awesome at that game. Yeah, he's got such a bad attitude. It's like he's bipolar. I wonder how long that high schooler is going to be able to keep up.
No, not like that.
You haven't gotten better at all. When are you going to learn?
Phew.
It's really late. Thanks to you taking so long to figure it out. Look, don't compare me to you. Don't, I'll kick you. I will completely just punt you out of here. Yeah, you're right.
Hey,
I've always been good at shooting games. I absolutely never want to lose a gun about. So I guess I tend to get all heated up about it. It's time for all the elementary school kids to go home. The strippers are coming out. You understand, little boy? Shut up. Do I need to call your mom? I like how he is calm employee, but I'm over here like combative, angry employee. Fine, I'll leave, alright?
oh,
I'd say he was rude, but he wasn't. He was calm. But that's what you want to hear, so what a rude employee. Seriously. I really wanted to keep playing. My house is so boring. No one's ever there, and there's never anything to do. Adults and high schoolers are so lucky. You get to play all night long. And that much time helps you get stronger. I wish I could play all day instead of going to school. Never lose another game. Need to get really strong. The Phantom Thieves. So it sounds like you admire them there, little one. Of course I do. I want to be just as strong as they are. I believe in the Phantom Thieves and their strength. Aww. Bubbles over here like, nope, you can't say that one. Then he'll know you know them. In order to get him to train me in the game, I had to take a message to the Phantom Thieves for him already. So, that's why I'm like, that's fine. It's fine.
thank you.
Way to get Futaba to hack a thing, and so we could prove that we knew the Phantom Thieves. Be great, thanks. Seriously though, can't stop thinking about that employee. He's super annoying, huh? If he does something again, I might just have to use that move on him. When I taught you, remember? You should use it sometime. Like, I just want to know what move he's teaching me for a shooting game. I think the move is called Shoot Them.
All right.
Also, child, please do not shoot the retail worker here. Please. Well, it's just a move in the game, so it won't work against actual people. Wish it did. I'd be strong in real life. You'd be able to win in real life. Aw, I'm gonna head home. Poor kid. He's got some problems.
Later.
Oh, hello? Chris-san? It's me, Shinya Oda. I was bored, so I thought I'd call you. Forgot to mention earlier, but you gotta keep practicing even on single player, okay? Everyone sucks at first, but you can get good if you do it every day. So then I can beat you? Are you serious? Nah, you got a long way to go. That's fair. I'm practicing a lot too. I'm gonna get as strong as the Phantom Thieves. Even if it's just in a game. Oh, my mom came home. I gotta hang up, bye. Hi, Mom! No, it was just some high school kid.
Ah, you're back.
Yep, he's been playing games with me. He says he knows the Phantom Thieves.
Hmm?
People, you are in my crossword booth. Oh, they took my crossword puzzle. Sojiro, 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 Sojiro. Can't hang out with Sojiro, cause he requires more kindness. Well, butts. Alright. Okay, so... Oh yeah, or... Speech guy. I don't think we have... we don't have a sun persona, I know that. Oh, but you said before that we don't need a sun persona because he's an automatic. He's not a manual. I guess the question then is... Oh, that's right, he does have a time limit. Yeah, he's the one to go with. I forgot about that. How much do we have left to go on him? Where are we on that? Man of the people, we're rank 4. Alright, we can do it. Let's go!
Everyone.
Poverty. Working poor. Our country's job market is terrible. Depression and suicide are on the rise, and the young workforce is being crushed on a daily basis. The evil that permeates the corporate world has filtered down into society.
Good evening.
Hello, Cruiser-kun. Sir, this is just an idea, alright? You can tell me no, but I think it'll skyrocket your popularity. What if we traded those white gloves for knitted mittens? I'm just saying. Just saying. Stamina is important for public speaking as well. You're still young, but take care of yourself. Scheduled to give a speech today, but one thing about it will be different. Could use your help as usual. Do you mind? Absolutely. Wait. I mean, no. Meant force. Oh, Bubbles. Help him out. The camera's coming today, apparently. Don't feel good about that, but I couldn't decline.
Let's give it our best effort again.
Regardless, we will do as we always have done. Knitted mittens, man, I'm telling
The
you.
most important thing is
Acting not in self-interest, but for the greater good. That is the mindset we politicians must instill in our constituents. Okay, all queued up. Okay, we should be able to get a lot of interesting footage. It is no good Torah after all. Advocate an overly optimistic policy only to lure in voters during the election season. That's how No Good Torah thought and operated 20 years ago, making unachievable pledges. This isn't how I saw this going. If you make a promise, you must keep it. If you make a mistake, you must atone for it. These are basic human principles that we have all learned from the youngest of ages. Boring. He's making some pretty good points, don't you think? That's why it's all useless. Seems like they only wanted to get some footage of the old No Good Torah. Very disrespectful. However, I've been distancing myself from that. Do you think I've regained my confidence? I mean, I think so. I think it's pretty good. But let's see what the correct answer says. The media doesn't matter. It's debatable, but... You're right. So you're saying I should decide for myself then? Vex, welcome to Not Here. How are you not doing? They are quite impressive. It's the beginning of everything.
Hey,
Can I tell you a story? I don't think I can stop you. I mentioned this before, but 20 years ago, I was lucky enough to become a Diet member. However, I wanted to be a politician for all the wrong reasons. I wanted to be in a position of power, and I was obsessed with the glamorous lifestyle. I thought only of being popular. I truly was no good Torah.
hey,
Learn from me. Don't let being a member of the Diet be your only goal in life. Voters are much more sensible than we give them credit for. Vex, I thought you were going to go to sleep. Being ambitious and striving to advance in the political world will change your outlook on life. Okay, I'm just gonna say, what if I ran for public office and just stole lines from video games? Like, who's gonna notice? Other than nerds like us. And we, like, probably fine. I mean, you could always just tell the dog to go away.
all right.
Just steal all my speeches, all my talking points, everything from games and movies and shows, and see how long it takes for people to put it all together. It'd be rude. I give credit. Have like a little asterisk. Just having stress streams. Ooh, that sucks. I'm sorry. You've given some good speeches, Mr. Yoshida. Can't believe you lost the last 2 elections. You're Mr. Kuramoto's grandson? Yeah, I figured that out. Jump. So after it was too late. That's correct. I'm his grandson, Benzo. Is your name Benzo, or are you taking benzos? Or are you offering benzos? I'm very confused. Does he know that you're here speaking with me now? I'm aware that you and my grandfather are on bad terms, but that doesn't concern me. This must be your secretary, huh? I heard he's been helping you out a lot lately.
What?
You know about him? My grandfather was recently hospitalized, and you've become the topic of our conversations. I'd like to talk with you again sometime. Learned a lot from your speech today. Mr. Kuramoto spoke of me? Oh, my pants are peeing! Matsushita! Sorry, to take care of some business. Let's wrap this up for today. Well, look, I don't need the charm anymore. Can I get kindness instead? How about you teach me kindness instead of charm? I'm already debonair. I can't be any more charming. Butts.
Well then, I'll see you again.
Oh my heart. Swoon!
Swoon! You're doing late, but bear. Take the Kumara down easy.
Everyone's incompetent.
These fan thieves need to hurry up and deal with Kumara. Not just him, but I'll bless you, Bubbles. Twice. but all companies that exploit their employees. Yeah, we're in trouble too, you know. Take out one, you gotta take them all out. It's only fair.
Man.
Why are they raking us over the coals? Because... better. Need somebody else to deal with their problems instead of themselves.
Class is starting.
Let's begin, class. Continue from last time.
Well,
Mr. Ushimaru, please come to the faculty office at once. Mr. Rockabakabak. What? I don't know what business this is. You're study on your own until I return. Yes, sir.
Hey.
Yep. Thanks, Kawakami. Reading or crafting infiltration tools? Oh, we're reading. We have so many books.
What do you want to do?
We're reading so many books. I just told you, Kat. Master Swordsman is the one I got from the one store, and that they won't let me buy any new books to, like, finish this one. I still have this book on Johanna. And there's one that gives me cheat codes for video games, so I'm trying to play through those. Yeah, I kind of figured that was going to be the case. Yeah, let's go with that one. Because I didn't finish those books on the first playthrough. A heart without hesitance is the essence of Bushido. The Spirit of the Samurai seems useful. This book looks difficult.
Oh.
Still got the time to read. Let's go a little further. A heart that never backs down is a secret to Bushido. God, speed reading really helped. Oh, how far'd you get? Almost there.
Ah.
Waste of my time.
Don't even know who called me out. Anyway, time to resume the lesson.
Yep.
Thanks, speed reading book. Thanks to you, I got 2/3 of the way through that book before he came back. I'll have to get a good chunk of free time, though. Need more like that, Kawakami. I think the Phantoms are freaking out. I wrote a Kumara too. Hope they'll handle it quickly. Harry's really corrupt. If anyone needs a change of heart, it's him. Board of Directors is putting pressure on the Vice Principal. Something seriously wrong with the Vice Principal. My pants. Hey, what's up? What's Akechi up to? He's in hiding now that everyone turned against him. Public opinion has truly flipped between him and us, but I doubt he's given up. And if we don't hurry, the public will turn against us next. There are already signs of that. Let's move! Can't go wasting our popularity. I'd like to stop my father as well, for everyone's sake. Considering Haru's circumstances, we must follow through with this. I didn't include the comment in that. That's fine.
do you know the answer?
Therefore, in this context, the nuance of the idiom is the complete opposite. So a lot of errors on the previous tests, so please be more careful in the future.
Hey!
Hey, excuse me, no sleeping in class. Today's examples will be on your entrance exams, so make sure you know them. What's up with Kawakami? She looks so tired. I talked to her this morning about my future. She was super polite. Friendly, even. Yeah, I know what you mean. She even gave me advice about my girlfriend.
Yes.
I'm not sure she's qualified for that, but alright. Oh, Kawakami.
Hey,
Even friendly. Guys, we can go get a yakisoba pan. Oh my gosh, Bubbles, we need to make yakisoba pan. She said it. She said she would. All right, cooking stream coming in.
What do you want?
And the autumn bread. Bun with chestnuts and carrots in it. Yakisoba pog. Huh. Note to self, I have to get the emo artist on it. We need a Yakisoba pog. Pog. I always heard Yakisoba fog and was very confused. Maruki's available, so that's what we'll be doing. But we need to get Chihaya, give us a good fortune.
What shall we do?
Whoop!
Huh? What shall we do?
Affinity.
Here we go.
She's the person. Boom! Okay, Takuma is ready to
What do you
advance.
think?
But Maruki is available today, and so I think we're going to do that, because I feel like Takuma is available most days, especially after school.
Hi. Yeah.
Also, we better make it at least into the palace.
Man.
Otherwise, the title of this stream is
Okay,
completely wrong.
come on.
How can we be the Phantom Thieves in space if we don't make it to space? That's all I'm saying.
Please take your time.
Nope, no new books. All right. Nope, I do need that. This is why we don't actually get things done in games. Shh. Why? If I went to Big Bang Burger, that would count? Yep, you know what? It's fair.
Welcome.
I mean, to be fair, Vex, like, these days have to happen anyway. These days have to happen in this regardless. It's just the fact I'm not doing it in the same order. I only have so many days. At least this one forces me towards the ending. Always moving towards the ending. They really opened my eyes. Do you think I can ask some more of your time? I think there is more I can learn from you. It's okay, I've got Decarabia. Bob Maruki will grow stronger soon.
Okay, thanks.
Got so much I want to talk to you about. Come now. In you go.
Well, shall we begin?
Well, let's get started. For today's topic, let's see. I'd like to hear your opinion on these Phantom Thieves of Hearts. Nani? The ones who steal the desires of criminals, and reportedly force them to confess. Maybe it's a little hard to believe, but I guess I've taken an academic interest in them. You really are dedicated. Haha. I don't know about that. It's just a gut feeling I have. But I get the feeling the Phantom Thieves' work and my own research are rooted in the same principles. So I've decided to analyze them from my own perspective. For example, there's the matter of their methods. According to those calling cards they send out, their stated method is to steal your desires. How is such a feat even possible? Any ideas, Kurusuke? What do you think, Maruki? Yeah, yep, Vex, it's my feelings. Question for a question, huh? It's unusual for you, but let's see. I suppose it'd be possible if there was some material proxy for those desires.
Say,
I mean, like a treasure? Kurisa-kun, do you remember that story with the cookies? In that experiment, the desire for the cookies actually changed the way people tasted them. I think we can look at this in the same way. They're not something easily perceived, but desires have a tremendous effect on our cognition. Put another way, if that desire is gone, your cognitive perception of the cookies skews back to normal. So, does that remind you of anything? The change of heart, obviously. Nope, he PlayStations it all nice. Yep, nope, I'm waiting for it.
right.
That's right, the Phantom Thieves' own change of heart. That's the basis of my theory. Their theft of desire is not metaphorical, but something more direct. We still don't know exactly how they steal these desires, of course. But if this idea of physical, tangible desires can be actualized, I think it'd logically follow that they can be taken away. In a world of intangibles, let's say a world composed of the contents of people's hearts, well, they're thieves, so if they could perceive a world like that, they could steal desires like any other treasure. Hey, Kurisa-kun, think I'm getting anywhere here? It's intriguing. I think it's very intriguing. Got him. Think so too, Kurisa-kun? If it's actually anywhere close to the truth, it'd be incredible. Then again, we'll probably never know for sure unless we could ask one of the Phantom Thieves themselves. I think I can construct a solid hypothesis now. I feel like I'm just one step away from finishing this paper.
Thank you.
Then why are we so many ranks from finishing your confidant? Yeah, like, we still have 3 ranks to go, man.
All right.
Now, today's mental training technique. How about something like this? Max HP. Oh, and here. Never a bad time for a snack, right? Phantom wafers. Also, Bubbles, we have to make phantom wafers. I assume we'll make them either in the shape of the Phantom Thieves logo or in the shape of the mask. His mask is white. Bubbles.
Well, see you.
Bubbles. It's like you don't even pay attention to this game. Bubbles thought his mask was black. Kawakami! Again, Kawakami was the only thing we were really waiting on. We were wanting to wait until we could finish Kawakami up so we could make sure we still had the night that we come back. So since she's available tonight, we can wrap her up and then we can head into the dungeon. Palace thingamabob. I'm not stalling. I'm making the most efficient use of our time. I heard that, Bubbles. Contacting you not as Becky, but as your teacher today. I don't need to stall Vex. I also want to get through this game. I am stalling on the secret bosses on the rest of those data battles for Kingdom Hearts 3. That I'm stalling. This I'm not stalling. So I'm going to talk to you about. Are you free? So do you want to hang out with Kawakami? Hang out with her. Thanks. stop by Blanc later, so I'll see you then.
Sorry I'm late. A student asked me for some advice as I was leaving.
No worries. So weird you're not being in the maid uniform.
That's actually
It's a
been
shame.
happening a lot lately.
I mean, what?
I wonder if they see me in a new light now. I need to work hard so I can make up for all the times I let my students down in the past.
Aww. Kawakami. Sounds like you're busy.
Oh, do I sense some jealousy? That's really cute. So, now, this is coming from me as your teacher.
Uh-huh.
An awful thought occurred to me the more I spent time with you.
Oh. Look, I may have had some awful thoughts too, but you're a teacher, I'm a student, we just shouldn't...
And I can no longer overlook such a grave danger.
Wait, what?
You are way too lax when it comes to your diet. You
Yep.
need to be more serious about your nutrition.
You brought me food, and it was instant ramen. You do not get to lecture me about my diet.
And the state of your room. You need to stop slacking. I mean, look at how dusty this place is.
You were supposed to clean it! And literally never did. I paid you 5,000 yen a visit. For months! For months!
I put up with the mess because you are my client, but you need to thoroughly clean in here.
You're not my real mom! Same goes for you.
I'm currently in the process of eating better myself. I only have cup noodles every other day now.
I feel that on an emotional level. Don't you start me, Bubbles. I do not anymore. Because we make lunches. Don't you start me.
There are just some things you have to prioritize over your studies, you know?
Nope.
Oh yeah, there's one more thing.
Yep.
You're a member of the Phantom Thieves, right?
Who were they? Kat, have you heard of these ghost robbers? What did you say? Ghost burglars. Ghost robbers? Have you heard of these? I'm just a high schooler.
That whole thing with Takase-kun's guardians worked out way too good for me. And you're the only one who knew about my situation.
Maybe I posted about it online. And if I am?
Well... Don't worry. I have no intention of telling anyone.
Aw.
There are a lot of stories about the Phantom Thieves, but in the end, they help people like me, right?
Right. Let her know and confess your love for her. Look, that option was last time. We're too late. We're too late to confess love for her.
That's so you.
Aww.
I just thought you were a problem child with a criminal record, but now I know better. I'll support you 100%.
Oh, will
You're
you?
not just a student to me. You're someone special who helped me realize my path as a teacher. A new path where I'll never abandon any of my students.
Aww. Kawakami. I'll make sure of it.
Right? For my students and for you.
Feel a strong bond with Kawakami.
I am thou.
Time to unlock the
Thou
ultimate
art
persona of
I.
the Temperance Arcana.
Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart.
Kawakami then awakens her
Thou
persona.
hast awakened the ultimate secret of temperance.
Oh,
granting
who was
thee
it? There was someone who
infinite
I remember
power.
seeing art someone did of like all of the adults in this game as persona users instead. Special massage. Oh. Get a special massage. Which makes a lot less sense when she's not your lover in the nighttime. And has also quit the maid job.
All right.
Was that it? I knew you had told me about him, but I thought I saw someone else that had done it too. But yeah, that's right. You were the one who told me about it. It was so good. Need it or
All right.
Arda, most powerful persona of the Temperance Arcana. Kawakami's special massage. My special massage will remove exhaustion and allow you to go out at night, even after venturing to a palace or mementos.
Okay, let's get into it. 50 terms, go!
What?
I don't want you to flunk your exams.
I'm
going to go the distance with you.
Oh, are we gonna go the distance, Kawakami? Not sexual at all. Nope. You're gonna go the distance with me, and you now offer special massages. I'm just saying, game. I received a special lesson from Kawakami. I grew tired all of a sudden. Look, I'm just saying, the game has to know what it's doing. Ah! We got a seat! Finished Master Swordsman. A heart that believes in oneself is the truth of Bushido. Spirit of the Samurai seems useful. This book looks difficult. Yep, we're done with it, cat.
Oh,
Dauntless Guts. That's lame, because we should have had time to read another chapter of a different book. But because that book only had one chapter left in it, it counted as the whole time.
now everyone.
Autumn is for eating. Yes. Don't care what she says after that. Autumn is for eating. Just cut that part out. That's it. Autumn is for art. Autumn is for reading. Are you trying to make a haiku? Stores? Good. Stores will use whatever reasons they can to pull in customers. This season in particular. Ah, yes. People also say that autumn is for sports. Ugh. A while back, baseball was the national sport, but these days people have been into soccer. As you know, black and white are common colors for soccer balls. Now then, Kurusu-san, could you take a look at this picture? What? Why?
Do you know this one?
How many white and black shapes are there respectively on a soccer ball? Well, I'm looking at this picture, and I can see 5 on there, and it's only one side of the ball. Ergo, 20 and 12. Yeah.
This is it.
Precisely.
Did you know that the Japanese don't have middle names? Huh. It becomes incredibly hard for foreigners to get That's correct. This ball is composed of 12 black pentagons and 20 white hexagons. It's made up of a total of 32 surfaces. By the way, apparently soccer balls used to be only one color. They changed it to black and white so it could be seen better on television. Or so I hear, anyway. You're supposed to be teaching us, not passing along urban legends. Television was still in black and white when they started airing soccer in Europe. At any rate, the contrast of white and black next to each other, it's a slick design, don't you think? Sure, I guess.
Nice going.
I'm so intelligent. I'm practically an erudite. A recent design that's caught my eye is the Moon Burger. It uses an egg to represent the moon. I'm well aware of the bad rumors surrounding Okumura foods, but you can't argue with hunger. I mean, you probably can. I assume there's at least some anime where hunger is, you know, anthropomorphized. You think someone really, like her, really eats hamburgers? Yes. Vegetarians. No problems. You said who doesn't eat hamburgers? I just said vegetarians. Now you've not told me that I'm wrong. Oh gosh! Why does everybody want to talk to me today? I wanted to go to the palace. Moonburger? Yeah, there's Big Bang Burger. Makoto, Ryuji, and Maruki all are ready. Shinya's ready. Futaba and Takame are ready. She can show up in the Thieves' Den? That doesn't make any sense. It's weird. That's weird. Yeah, Vex, we need to watch more Cells at Work. Bubbles loves it so much. The Doctor. Problem is I'm torn because Maruki is new content, so like I want, anytime he's available, I want to kind of like make sure I get him, so that there's no chance of not finishing his confidant.
Yeah.
But like,
Well then. Oh,
I go to the palace.
man. Oh, man. Okay, come on.
Where's Jinbocho?
That's incredible.
So you finished reading Master Swordsman. Very impressive considering how young you are. Well then, let me sell you a different book. Sorry, it sounds like I'm testing you.
What would you like?
I mean, aren't you? Reckless Casanova. Call me Chief. I can actually buy all the books. I thought I was only gonna be able to do one at a time.
Yeah.
$100. No, they were 8,000 yen. So they were $80. Alright, so do we go to the palace? Or do we go with Maruki? Because Ryuji, he can be finished later, it doesn't matter. Takame. Takame will want to finish before we do the final boss. Wait, she's only got one left in her. Well, of course you say go to the Palace of X, because you think I'm just stalling. Actually, when's the next time we get something from Kabuki? Oh, we don't get it until rank 9. Maybe you're the one that's stalling, Vex. You've thought about that? That's what I thought. Futaba, we don't get anything till rank 6. And Makoto, we get next rank, but it's not that important. Yeah, let's go to the palace. So that means that we need to go, before that we need to go to Takame so we can buy some drugs.
Hey.
Nope, and not because I saw your messages, because I want to buy things. Give me drugs, sexy goth dark doctor.
Okay, which one?
All of them, for free.
People can get medicine whenever they want here in Japan. Oh, did you decide? Here you go.
People can get medicine whenever they want here in
That should
Japan.
work.
Thanks, game, for shaming all of us here in America.
You want that one? Here you go. That should work. Thanks.
There we go. Should work.
Take care.
Shouldn't need anything more than that. Gosh, so many texts. You want to go to the palace today? I'll leave it to you. Get everyone. You said we want to meet up. Let's do it. Okay. Hideout. I remember. Gosh, I should spend time with Shinya because I remember.
Oh, hey, Yusuke.
A new combo attack, guys. I remember the last one. I cut it close with Shinya in finishing his confidant before the game ended. I cut it real close. I was like praying he was gonna give me a couple more opportunities. Him and Oya, I think. I was on like the last days of the game. Like, Oya's the reporter.
On. Perfect timing.
Huh? What do you mean?
I've been working on a way to incorporate beauty into our fights, instead of merely doing away with our enemies each time.
Are you gonna turn them into
And
paint?
only a moment ago, I was struck with a bolt of inspiration.
A bolt of inspiration.
Is that right?
That face.
So, what did you mean by perfect timing then?
I like how it's not the surprised face, it's the face.
Ah, yes. So my potential idea is good and all, but I'll require your help to pull it off.
Gonna
you please
murder some
lend me a hand?
shadows.
Sure, but, nothing too weird, alright?
You're just gonna have to bear it all.
Have no fear.
No.
Ooh.
She came in so many layers of clothes.
That totally sounds like something you'd come up with, Yusuke.
Of course, if you have no interest, you're in no way obligated to help.
No, it sounds awesome!
Aww.
But, what if we tried doing this beforehand?
Oh,
Uh-huh.
we should definitely incorporate that into the attack. I never would have come up with that part on my own.
Awesome! I can't wait!
Oh, I
Actually,
can't wait to see
I
this.
want to try it right now as well.
We're in the
I
subway.
truly hope the star will grant us this. All right.
Yusuke Showtime has been unlocked. Look at Haru being all proper, drinking tea with a saucer. Alright, so. Palace time, go!
Let's go.
Do you have a minute?
Did you have any problems last time until that authentication device? Let's head there first.
Let's head out. I'm counting on you, Joker.
Hey, Yusuke, you're out. Haru's in.
Hey, Joker.
No.
Yes.
I want. Cat. You ruin everything, Cat. Not you, Pumpernickel. You're great. I mean, Pumpernickel is kind of rude, but she's less rude than Mona.
Focus. I'll reveal your true form.
We've got the advantage. Don't rush.
Awakened
You're weak.
God.
The physical attacks won't help you. Persona!
It's either weak to nuke or yep, it's nuke.
That's our queen. Don't resist.
Too late for apologies. Huh. You're still alive. Ow!
Joker's electrified. The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Let's go.
Annihilated. You're pretty good, Fox.
Ow.
Just like I thought.
Okay.
The enemies are gone. We can move it.
Show me your true
Merp. Oh, Declarabia.
Let's see him out, shall we? Fire's not gonna work. Aggravating for such a weak enemy. Now, one down.
Poor guy.
Go! No, one down. Go, Queen, go! Take that! Now, one down.
No sudden
Queen,
movement.
go!
I like how the
Right now. All out of
oh, I gotta switch Yusuke out to Mona. He doesn't have to be in the party to do it. Yep.
All right.
They didn't stand a chance.
He does. He does kind of remind
Bored
me of
now.
Starro
Go
from
find a strong enemy.
DC Comics.
I'll reveal your true
All right, fool.
I have a bad feeling about that one. It's weak and vulnerable to physical strikes. I'll use my persona.
Can't use Flash Bomb.
One down. Go, Queen, go! Now the opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Toilet Demon!
Go down.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Like, I still don't know how to feel about what I did. Yeah, you're right. I should have, but I love Futaba so much.
All right.
Leave the noobs and let's go.
I can feel it.
What is Futaba? I want stats. There it is. All attacks may defeat all foes, restore 25% HP to all allies. Oh, jeez. That's what it is. That's what's triggering. Okay. Yeah, Vex, we just saw that like the last stream, I think. Or a stream before that. I'm so glad she has an all-out attack screen. Futaba deserves it. Suck it!
Enemies, don't worry though. They're no big deal. That's our queen. Don't resist. We can end this right now. They're done for.
Are they? Awakened God speaks. Lend me your power. That worked. Arahabaki. That was easy.
That's a new one, isn't it?
Boom! Persona get.
Okay. Somewhere.
Hey,
I was wondering this last time, but what is this thing? Frisbee? Looks like a hamburger bun to me. We're dealing with Big Bang Burger here. I'm sure it'll become clear as we proceed. Come on, let's go. Alright. So, for the door in question, leave it to me. You got this, Haru. I believe in your bio-authentication skills. That biometric scanner is useless now that we've got his actual family on our side. Oh.
By the way, you seemed real fired up back when we first met. Was that an act Mona put you up to? You know, the beauty thingy?
Beauty thingy.
That was,
Nope.
I was trying to be a heroine of justice.
Aww.
Is that a joke?
You're so rude.
You moron! Ever since I was young, people around me have never seen me for who I really am. They would be kind to me just to please my father, and would get money and presents in exchange.
Aww.
Adults, teachers, even friends. It seemed like everyone smiled at me for their own personal gain.
Aww.
That's why you kept the details of your family a secret at school.
Except for, you know, your name.
But the female superheroes I used to see on TV were so great. They always fought for others, not themselves, and they were always happy. I wanted to be just like that. Even though I knew it was fantasy, I still looked up to them.
That's what they're there for.
Everyone goes wild over heroes at some point.
If not, they're wrong.
It's fine having someone like that on our side. Right, Joker?
Perfect. Of course it is.
What are you doing here?
Whoop. Nani.
Huh?
Sir.
This is insane on so many levels.
I thought I told you not to associate with vulgar people.
Well, then she can't associate with you then, can she? Boom. Burn. Yeah. Haru's over here like, I want to be like the female heroes I saw on TV. And An's like, I want to be like the villains. fact that Aunt isn't the bad guy is just astonishing.
That bastard.
This kid!
Him? Did he come into the palace too?
Nope, he's just a shadow that we're gonna shoot in the face.
No. He might look the same, but that isn't the real person. Remember what I explained to you earlier? You mean about the cognition thing?
What are you mumbling?
I mean, yeah, Thanos was cool, but that's not the point.
Do you recall what I said before? That I would do my best for you. This is my answer to that.
Ooh.
Are those the rumored phantom thieves?
Maybe.
I see. You're handing them over to me as a plea for forgiveness.
No.
Overcome failure at any cost, even if it means betraying others. You truly embody the Okumura motto.
Your family motto is terrible.
Very well, join me.
Why do you only ever think about gains and losses? That's why the company has a bad reputation. All because you treat people like they're tools.
To gain, you must give. One must be resolved to give even more if they wish to stand above others. We are on vastly different levels, and soon I will rise to a new stage, the political world.
I think you're going to rise to death. It's a new level, right?
The cold reality of kicking people down is a part of business. Virtue and sentiment are for losers. Okumura Foods shall be the foundation of my victory.
We always think about gains and losses. Oh, look, because we've all been watching stocks lately, alright?
His company is just a stepping stone.
Mr. Okumura, we don't need a girl who's been soiled by thieves.
Whoa!
Unless you make some compromises. I can't introduce her to my father.
Oh, jump.
She needn't be your lawful wife anymore. Take her as your lover or whatever it is you desire.
Wow! Gonna shoot you both in the face. And I'm gonna enjoy it.
Very well. I accept.
Lover? I was raised under this company's wealth. I even accepted a political marriage for you.
Aww.
This is not what we discussed. Father, you want me to be that man's plaything just to satisfy your own ambitions?
Yup.
Why fret? You should be overjoyed that you're fulfilling your role as an Okumura daughter.
Gonna shoot
It is
you
the only
in the
value
face.
you've had from the very beginning.
So, even his own daughter's life is a commodity to him.
Haru, it's time for Haru's true
Now,
awakening.
Why don't you come to my place?
Haru's gonna kill him.
Let's have fun. I'll play with you until I get bored. A high school fiance who what it's around.
So vulgar. No! Haru's persona won't stand a chance against that. Don't worry. She hadn't awakened to her real power. That's all.
How dare you?
Oh, poor Haru. Spotlight!
I see you finally made up your mind, my dear fated princess. Freedom for you must stem from betrayal. If you still yearn for it now, then you must not err. Now tell me, who shall you betray?
My
Oh.
heart has been set. You should know.
Yes, that gaze. I can
Oh.
finally display my true strength. I am thou, thou art I. Let us adorn your departure into freedom with a beautiful betrayal.
Jeez!
Farewell, dear father. I am no longer your subservient puppet.
Then so be it. You're worthless.
Open fire!
Do with them how you wish.
You poor thing. I'll toy with you until you break.
I don't expect you to come to reason at all.
Uh-huh. You should have just told you this from the start, asshat.
Yeah.
We are the Phantom Thieves, here to take your bride!
We steal the weirdest things.
Thieves who steal from others need to be severely punished. How
Yeah, that's why we're gonna punish you.
be a good girl. Come, be my toy.
Oh, good. They swapped Haru. They swapped Haru out for Yosuke.
I have no intentions of talking to you. For the sake of changing my father's heart, I cannot lose!
So this is Haru's true power.
Get him, Haru.
Alright, let's do this. Time to pummel that scummy jerk. Persona! Tuck the melody. Okay, you knocked one down. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Should we Koto?
I'll help you. Persona! Feel my blade!
Persona! Ravage them!
He's not very strong. Oh! Heck yeah!
Beat him up!
How is that thing still standing?
It looks vicious. We should go directly for its weakness. Fire! Vicious foe. Attack with psychokinetic skill. Persona!
Why? How can I be defeated by such inferior brats? Obey me.
Oh, you gonna raise your defenses or the obey? You gonna do big vicious.
Now! Surround him! Good choice. They're done for!
On a Haru all-out attack, kill him, please. Ah! Butts.
Let's go.
Yeah!
Neko Shogun!
Neko Shogun! End him. Shoot! We forgot to get the money boost from Shahei before coming.
I did it!
But this is also Haru's first full awakening to her persona, so I'm not sure that we'll actually be here for a whole run.
What were you saying about her persona being weak?
Yeah, cat.
He disappeared! Is that okay?
Yeah, that's normal.
Are you sure you taught her how things work in here?
I did. Or so I thought.
What's the point if she doesn't get it?
Don't worry. Cognitive beings have no correlation to their real-world counterparts. You'll see when we get back. I guarantee he will be okay.
Then he's not dead?
Unfortunately.
That's right.
Dude, does this mean we got a new teammate? Good to have ya.
She already has a code name.
Does she?
You can call me Noir.
That's a good one.
Noir?
It means black in French. I'd like to be a heroine of justice, but the Phantom Thieves are on the darker side of the law. I chose the name Noir to remind me of that.
Like an anti-hero.
There you have it.
As long as she's into it.
She created quite an elaborate backstory.
She didn't create. That's her.
Noir. I like it.
Thank you, Makoto. Thank you, Makoto. I'm glad someone else here appreciates it.
It conveys a dignity that won't bow down to others, as well as a rebellious spirit towards society. Thank you.
So glad Makoto gets
Don't
it.
let your guard down, Noir. Our trip through the palace doesn't end until we steal the treasure after all. Yes, sir. Someone's talking all big again. Then
Come now, let us continue forth.
there's a chest. Joker, let's open it.
Hey! Gosh dang it, I didn't bring any lockpicks. Some of the chests.
I can see it.
Okay, we need a... Oh, they actually just completely swapped her out completely, so I don't have to even go back and swap her. Cool. Oh, but I should give her better armor. Oh! No! Okay, we need to get her a better... We need... Gosh, I can't wait to use that. Foolproof vest, paint gold. Old fiery apron. Apron. That was good. Words are easy, guys. Alright. Good night, Vex. Sleep well. Hopefully the dog doesn't keep you up too much. Yeah, aprons just without is undeniably, no questions asked, better. Swap out her dotted tights for... I'm gonna actually look at these. Champions Cup. Restores medium amount of HP and increases attack for one ally for 3 turns. Oh, that's fancy. Bleeding Dry Brush. Absorbs 1 attack that can... Forms a barrier that can absorb 1 attack except Almighty. Vault Guardian. Wings of Wisdom. That's cool. Alright, here we go. Have a Seize armband. We get extra money that way.
Whoa, look at that.
We'll pick you up, you know, other new things once we
I can smell the
leave here.
treasure over in that direction. It's probably in that building.
That seems quite far off. It is difficult to ascertain the shortest route there as well.
The shortest route? Shoot, we have grappling hooks. I don't know how far they reach, though.
We'll just have to keep going on whatever path we find for the time being. Let's go.
I can see it.
Tanned leather.
Show me your true form.
Come here!
You have the advantage. The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Yeah, since I have him, I'm able to see what his weakness is.
Go down.
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker. Not done yet.
Aww. Let Haru have some fun.
Touch them, Melody. Floored him. Keep it coming, Noir. You can't miss this chance.
Promise I don't think it's gonna kill it. Oh, it was!
Wasn't that graceful?
I do.
Okay.
I love her so much. She's so
That
great.
was neat.
It's a shame that we get her so late in the game. Hard to open from here. Okay. The store is locked. You okay, Bubbles? I said you are okay.
Show me your true form.
Surprise attack success. Weak to nuclear moves. Let's end this quickly.
Couldn't hurt. Considering it's currently dying.
Ravage them!
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Oh, you poor, poor kettle? I don't know what you are. Weird, though. And now you're dead.
Okay.
I handled that easily.
Oh, Noir. Also, I love the kaleidoscope edge of the screen.
The effects of cognition are low here. Is there a safe room nearby?
Aha! Distorted door.
We found a safe room.
That was easy.
Let's do it.
Okay, but where was... Oh, the terminal was... Never mind, I know where it was now. Well, now I feel dumb. What you doing, Futaba? Just playing on your laptop? Okay, seems like fun. Oh.
Whoa. Somewhere. I'll reveal your true form.
Come here. Come here, you Dalek knockoff.
That one's just weird. I don't know what it's gonna do.
There.
Right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Do it.
There we go. On to the next. Persona. Melody. Lordum. Keep it coming, Noir.
Goodbye, foolish fools. Who are foolish. Or should I say, adieu.
Alright.
That easy, huh? I can tell by your face. Really?
Is this a terminal? This be a server room? Yeah, go for it, Jump. Watch this. Alright, it should have opened up a bunch of doors. You should grab a map of the place too. It's incredible. This means our infiltration deeper into the palace should be easier, yes? How about that? There are 3 more areas ahead. The barracks, the factory, and the airlock area. A factory?
Yeah.
I was wondering about that too. Actually, I found one other interesting file when I was cracking into the system. It's called Project Escape to Utopia. There's some kind of blueprint inside too. Looks like whatever they're making for it is ginormous. The factory can't just be for burgers.
This is...
Escape to Utopia. What do you think that's supposed to mean? Ain't gonna matter if we can steal the treasure and make this palace disappear. Let's hurry. Yep. There it is. Up we go. It's an early, easy will seed. I think the other ones weren't so early. Red greed seed. Greed seed.
There's our first will seed. Let's keep it up.
I can feel it.
Surprised they don't give you the option to jump down from here. Like, I realize it's a bit of a hike, but still. Oh, hey. It feels like it should be a thing.
Hey.
It is, but we have to do something else to make the elevator come back. That's right. This is a biometric lock. What? Saying open even for all of Oracle's tinkering? He doesn't trust anybody, huh? Skull. Yeah, it's fine. It's alright. Father's clearly guilty of some horrible crimes. That's why we will stop him. Still need to think of a way to get past here, though. Can you figure something out, Oracle? It's not a normal lock or biometric one. I think it might use rank-based authentication? Basically, you gotta be at least chief director to get through here. So even the robot employees have positions and ranks. Let's just do about this. Yeah, let's just steal someone's ID.
Perhaps it is.
An employee ID. It's used to authorize entry in the real world company as well. You two are so smart. It's gotta be it. Then it's decided. Let's find an employee with the rank of chief director or higher and take their employee ID. Let's go mug a shadow. These guys don't look that high rank.
Come on, man.
Look, there's a ton of them. I'm gonna start taking their IDs? Not yet. If we go instead to their origin, there should be even more employees for us.
You're right.
Great idea. Should make it even easier to find a chief director. Let's head over there, Joker. Up we go. Me and my girl squad. Just hang on there, Bubbles.
I think...
I guess robots of higher rank are more formidable than those lower rank. Oh, there's a hair. It's like right on the edge of my vision. I need it gone. Ah, jeez balls.
Hey.
So, how are we gonna look for? How are we gonna go looking for this chief director thing? I need to scan the area. There are multiple large readings around here. Definitely different from normal robots, so it's probably one of them. I need to find which one is the real one. How exactly would we do that? Hide! Or you guys can just stand there, that's fine. Joker, look, it's them! Hurry, hurry. Go. Can't be late. Go. Seems like that one. Look at that room. There's a bunch of other ones like it. By all appearances, that massive red robot must be quite important.
You're right.
True. Even if it isn't a chief director, it might have some intel. well, that's a save room down there, but we should be fine without it. Hello, sir! Hey, you over there. Who said you could stop working? You aren't doing your jobs. I'm the one who gets chewed out by the section chief, you know. And I'm sick of him calling me useless. Eek. Yes, chief clerk, sir. He's got a point. The section chief's called me useless a number of times, too. It's like a catchphrase of his. Sheesh, I wish you wouldn't yell at us specifically. What's he expect to get out of me by calling me useless? If I work any harder than this, I'll break down. Who are you? Get back to your stations. I'm the one who gets in trouble if you aren't doing your jobs, you know. Don't even work here. We don't even go to this school. Do you mind staying focused? Excuse me. A matter to discuss with the chief director. What? Matter with the chief director? Low-ranking grunts like you couldn't possibly have business that important. Now you're going back to your stations, and if I have to use force. Yeah, it was worth trying, Koto. It's all because of slackers like you that the section chief is so rude to me. He's always calling me useless or unreliable. Isn't it so unfair that I'm the only one who has to deal with all this all the time? This guy really doesn't like section chief. Let's try and pump it for information, Joker. What's the section chief like? Insufferable. It's probably the most accurate word for him. It's the nerve to call everyone useless despite him being the one slacking off all the time. Only the section chief would just disappear. I'd become a shoo-in for promotion. I mean, it can make that happen. What? You mean you'll get rid of him for me? No, wait. You're lying. You just want information on the section chief. It's accurate. Get rid of the section chief so easily with my wind power. But I'm just too scared to actually do it. Weak to wind.
Persona!
Burp, derp.
Belphegor! Ravage them!
I tried. Go for it, Lady On.
Amazing, Panther!
Let's go!
All out attack!
Squeal like a pig. Chief Clerk ID. This must be an employee ID card. Let me see. It says Chief Clerk on it. Looking for the one that's Chief Director or higher, yes? This one should be okay for now. At the very least, it'll help us get some new places. Yes, we can now enter areas restricted to those of Chief Clerk rank or lower now. Alright, thanks for that update, everybody. Glad we worked that out.
Huh? Is there a safe room around here somewhere?
Like, we're staring at it.
We can use...
Going through the sorted door here. Ba-do-do-do-do, ba-do-do-do-boo. Do-boo. Do-do, ba-do-do-do-do. Skip-bap-tap-tap. Skiddly-doo. Grant, now that I'm coming here and using personas, where like the next fight's gonna trigger an alarm. Because that's just how that works. I need to register
Justine,
personas.
Registration? You'd like to register this? Time for some rehab. You wish to perform in... Now choose!
Because I don't think I have...
Can you gather them up?
I can get Hellbiker. there's no need to do that right now.
Now choose.
New. Oh, we get Thunderbird.
Will this truly help you? Do you really need this?
No, but I'm refusing to use Thanatos Picaro, so it's like we might as well, kinda. Yeah, Black Ooze won't fuse away anything useful either. Yeah.
Do you really select the skills you'd like to inherit?
Aegon. Aegon. Pull and
It
pop.
will receive a great deal. I see.
This thing's creepy. So creepy. Despair boost. Rampage. Pisaka. Get Thunderbird. Arabaki. Unicorn. Unicorn could be fun.
You okay with this?
Tetrakarn and Makarkarn.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
It's being afflicted by ailments. Increases SP cost of fire skills by half. Makagao. Life Aid. Aguilar, I don't really do the cards. I never use them.
Now for a rebirth.
Look at that unicorn. So majestic. Lilum has probably served her purpose, but she won't fuse anything into anything I need. So, you know. Ooh, we get Atropos.
You okay with this?
Atropos. Bubbles. One of the fates may not appreciate you calling her a fat.
Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Ragion, Mabufula, Makagao.
It will receive extraordinary power. My.
And there we go. Is there a fusion that puts all the fates together? I don't think there is. There at least wasn't in the last one, I don't think. Elec boost beats Elec break. Zeodyne. Got a firewall.
Gather them.
Okay, to get Black Frost. Need to keep Frost first.
Finished for now? Done already? What?
Night Jump, thanks for hanging out with us.
It is
I
time
go
to
home.
meet.
Alright,
We've arrived. So what do we do now?
Let's do it.
I'm gonna save real quick.
Okay.
Shadow, and it looks strong.
I'll reveal your true form.
Goodbye, face mask. Oh, Jack Rabbia, honey.
The advantage. Don't
Take this!
right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Up to you.
Not understand. Persona! Melody! Noir crushed it.
You missed?
Can you go insane on the Ida? Persona! Johanna!
Sorry, buddy. Hope you like death.
One down. Go for it, go!
Koto to end this.
Persona learned a new skill.
Yeah, do that. That'd be great.
Okay.
I knew it! I said it was gonna happen. I said as soon as we did it, it was gonna be the next fight, and gosh, it was.
That was an easy battle.
Show me your true form.
Oh!
The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
Ow! He deflects bullets, guys.
Persona! Out of our way! Seems it can still fight. Persona! Take this!
Resist fire.
Persona! Behold! Come on, finish it off!
What?
Ow!
Can anyone do one of those real intense attacks?
Ooh. How many attacks you gonna get, sir?
Joker!
Oh!
Why? This isn't happening!
Are you kidding me? Are you for real right now? Because you're weak to fire. Get out of here.
Roger. A shadow, and it looks strong.
I can feel it.
I'll reveal your true form.
There you go.
Surprise attack successful. Now just don't lose. Persona! Charge, Johanna! Queen forged 2 opponents. She's amazing. Use someone taking action. Breakdown. Keep that up. Don't move. We can't miss this chance.
Freaking Haru swinging an axe around. Guns a grenade launcher.
All right.
So I just don't know how to deal with it.
Okay.
A complete victory. Now let's keep going.
Focus.
I'll reveal your
Got it.
true form.
Surprise attack successful. I'll use my persona. Take that. Finish it.
Time. All right.
Brunda.
Persona. Persona. Behold! I wasn't strong enough.
How about no?
Panther's a persona! She won't listen to me!
Fix it.
Let's go. Neko Shogun! Go down!
Rude. Thank you for withstanding the attack. Now if you can just get yourself back up to fighting shape.
Huh?
Fix Makoto's burn.
Feel my ray! Finish it for me!
Sona! Ravage them!
Hey, ha! Nope. Ooh.
Noir looks really angry! She's not listening to anyone!
Oh, Noir's next. Alright. You don't have the means with which to stop her. Something that stops rage.
What's the plan?
Yeah.
This'll do.
Naru, just relax. Just have a relax gel.
This is a part of me! Someone finish it off! Strong and immune to physical strikes? Persona won't work! Okay. Thanks! I'm very grateful!
It's time.
Okay, I've tried both those.
Lilith! You're mine.
Zio didn't work. I won't block it, but I won't die from it either. Makoto, honey.
And really scary! Please, calm down! Alright! Persona! How's this?
Can't have you going and punching.
Take that! Seems they can still fight!
Ravage them!
Koga! Yeah! There it is.
Beat him up!
Didn't work as well as I wanted it to.
All yours!
Way to go, Lady On.
Panther, this is
On.
all for you.
Gosh dang it, it's the one with the cat? Wanted it to be the other one.
Come on! A gift as beautiful as you!
I want it to be the new one, not the one we've seen.
Here we go! Here's a bonus! Excellent! Did Mona just reveal his feelings about her?
You guys know he's still standing, right? Like, you guys didn't actually finish him off.
No time to waste. Good work, everyone.
Okay, well, he is a freaking SP sponge.
You moved! What do you think?
Let's go down to shoot it 4 times. Yeah, beats Rampage. Hey, what you doing? You brushed along the thing, so I saw it move.
I gotta use this next time.
It's more expensive, but it's usable.
All right, next.
We need to find a card reader. Authenticating. Access granted.
I'm so glad.
Might end up getting a chief director eventually if we keep getting higher and higher ranks.
Yes.
One step at a time. Still pump. And if you're feeling tired, be sure to stop at a safe room, Joker. Oh. Two blue ones here.
Oh.
There's 2 giving orders to the other robots? I think they might be the chief director or the section chief? Probably the section chief. Something big further down. It's gotta be the chief director. We should secure the ID of the highest ranking one here. Can't reach the chief director with the ID we have now. Let's just beat one of them and swipe what we can. Up. Ring's not super clear, but I'm pretty sure only one of them is a section chief. So only one of them has our key. What's the plan? Should something crush both of them? We need to waste our energy like that. If we can talk to each one and compare what they say to the intel we have on hand, we might be able to tell which one is the section chief. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing here? Get back to your workstations. Useless employees will be disposed of as scrap.
Yes.
We're in human resources. And here to state your business. I'm very busy. Don't have time to speak with worthless employees. Have some nerve making demands of your superior. Don't even know how to properly show respect. That's what I mean when I say you're useless.
Okay.
So to you, calling everyone useless and worthless. Have you thought about those on the receiving end of your verbal abuse? If you want to complain, you should do so after you prove your usefulness. More importantly, recognize your faces. Do you really work here? I have my doubts.
Yes.
Yeah, this is him.
Yeah.
There's no need for any more discussion. Take me down. Or are you trying to pick a fight with me? The bossy looking one. Dirk, let's work over some info. Some sort of business with me. Actually, with your chief. Chief? You can even call him that. Can't do a single thing right.
Oh, so that's...
It's a beef with the chief. All he's got is his rank. He walks around all high and mighty. He's not all that. Doesn't even have a clue that I know his weakness. That's impressive. I know, right? Glad you agree. You want to hear it? This is huge, so no telling anyone else. Got it? Chief is weak to psychokinesis. I mean, his industrial strength plating can save him from it. Oh, maybe I should have kept that one to myself. Boom! More useful, let's murder his face.
All right, let's do it. It looks vicious. We should go directly for its weakness. Fire.
Yeah, I kind of figured that, but... Ow!
And Panther dodges with grace. The opponent is strong. Don't do anything reckless.
I think the cat... Sorry, I wasn't talking about you, Pumpernickel. But use also.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
All out attack!
Beat him up. We can hit their weaknesses. Pass the baton.
Here goes.
All right, on to the next.
Let's go. Neko Shogun!
Neko Shogun!
Ravage them!
Gorilla! Goodbye. It's beautiful. It's wonderful. He's dead. Da, da, da.
Cool. We'll give it a try.
Sub recover HP. Confirm affinities of enemies you have previously attacked. Section Chief ID. Easy.
Oh, man.
One was the section chief or something? Oh, I can't. The big boss just come to us. Focus. Because Ryuji? Where would the excitement be? Ha ha! Skill. Oh, Morgana! You know, the best part about you sitting on the sidelines is that you can be just used for healing things. Authenticating. Authenticating. Access granted.
I'm so glad.
I should probably go rest in the safe room just to be safe. Room. That was solid. That's a good one. I should write something. Because you know, the one hit me with a weakness and then frickin' got me to attack his... put me in a rage that killed me.
Ready?
Before I even had a chance to fix the problem. And that's why I thought this one just doesn't have a card reader. Assumed that was the case, but I was like, yeah, let's double check. That's how they design it so that, you know, it's linear, but it doesn't look linear. Is it worth going in here? Yeah. Okay, Makoto also stops us, which is great. Hold it, guys. This room is different. I can't sense anything weird inside. Safe to assume there aren't any high-ranked robots in there. Are we checking it out? Not quite. If any bosses watching, that might just be an opportunity to get something good.
I see.
play near the chief director, he'll say, "Whoa!" You drop it on them. Alright. It's a divine skill of mine. See how you managed to wiretap LeBlanc for so long. That? Oh, that was nothing. Maybe I'll show you what real wiretapping is. In any case, there's no denying that this is a smart move. Just have to obtain information from the group about what their boss is like.
Hold a moment.
Maybe a few of them further in. Let's obtain that information as well. Cause trouble for everyone if I collapse now. Somewhere. Up! Up! Be able to work for this company. Always says the company is the best of the best. It's an elite organization.
Seems. Then.
Talking about his past. Best of the best talks about his past. Authenticating. Authenticating. Denied.
Yes.
Okay. Well, he looks important. Ahem. Who are you rascals? How'd you get in here? What business do you have here at our best of the best corporation, Okumura Foods? You the chief director? Hmm? Oh, I think I've figured it out. It's the rumored phantom thieves. Well, I'll tell you the truth. I'm indeed the chief director. Whether you chose to believe or not is up to you. Now, is that all you wanted to ask me? Let's discuss the past. How admirable. You wish to hear of my success, yes? Everyone was humble like you back when I was young. Or youth nowadays.
Joker.
Yeah, it's
okay.
Persona! There!
Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Come!
I need
Lilith!
Lilith.
More enemies knocked down. Joker's awesome.
Let's go!
They're done for.
Oh no,
Vicious
he
foe.
called for
It looks
backup.
vicious. We should go directly
No,
for its weakness.
how could he?
Take that.
Okay, so neither of them had much. Didn't have any issues with that.
Panther knocked one down. Looking good.
Haru,
Taking action.
it's all you. Haru, this is all Haru. Get poor little robot. He didn't sign up for this. Can you give me my phone? Did you unplug it?
You move. You did it.
Hey, girls. Let's see. Masakunda. Mamodo. Mamodo. go by. I don't need that.
A new skill. Now I can fight harder.
Frickin' Tetracar. Chief Director ID. I finally found the Chief Director's ID card. You can go in that ranked door downstairs now. Time to make like a banana and split. Go ahead and help. Open these. Is it open? Everything move about this floor. Employee card, ID card we were after, so let's head downstairs when we're done here. Yep, we're just headed off for the safe room to save. And then we're headed downstairs.
Let's take a...
I'll just add this.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right, Pumpernickel. Ladies, let's bounce. Brought the employee ID from a chief director. Will be able to pass through now? Of course. Well, probably. Authenticating. Authenticating. Access granted.
All right.
Yeah! Finally! It's a little odd. I thought Kuma might be behind the mental shutdowns. We haven't found anything even remotely pointing to such a secret so far. That port might be deeper in. Let's just keep going.
I can see it.
Let's go! Okay.
I can see it.
Rainbow diode. Click.
Look, that building is where the treasure is. We're not far.
Yeah.
If it's seriously that close, can't we just go from outside? No point going through there.
That might be worth a try. The effect of the cognitive world is weak here. There may be a safe room close by. We can use this place as a safe room.
Resume our infiltration from this place.
I'll just add this.
We still got 20 minutes.
I have something.
Yeah!
I can see it.
Okay.
I can see it.
Okay, so that's how we get so we can get back.
I can see it.
Show me your true form.
Drummer! Mothman.
Successful. Now just don't lose. It isn't a major threat, but don't use electric attacks. Knock them right off their feet. Nice, Joker. Stand still.
Do it.
Finish him off. Goodbye, Mothman. You belong in this world.
Okay. It's somewhere.
That was fast.
I have something.
I'll reveal your true form.
Alright.
Watch out! That one's dangerous.
There.
Knock them right off their feet. Nice, Joker. Yes, onto the next.
Alright.
Sometimes you just want to explode.
We have no choice.
Arahabaki. Show me the money. Didn't ask for this. You can do better.
This weakling.
Oh, that's actually a problem.
Joker, the opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else.
Let's go.
Ironically, he has created a bit of a problem for us. Knowles.
Ravage them.
Wait, Dizzy, her attacks won't connect. The opponent's weak. Gunshots won't work, so try something else. Persona! Johanna!
I'm not gonna hit it, but it did though. Alright, cool.
Let's go. Good work, everyone.
I did it, and I was like, that was dumb.
Okay.
The enemies are gone. We can move ahead.
Focus.
Ooh. What are you doing? Yeah? You wanna hop up here? Yeah, so that's what I thought. It's odd, it seems like I've... Seems like this was a way to skip a vast section.
Oh, a treasure chest!
But as I didn't want to actually skip.
Yeah.
Made it! The treasure's in here, yeah? Just past this building. We're getting closer. It's somewhat odd that we have still yet to see anything about the mental shutdowns. This palace is on the site of the corporate HQ, remember? We never told any employees about it. We may not find any hints towards his involvement. Worst comes to worst, we're just gonna have to get that info out of the Shadow himself.
Indeed.
Anyway, let us hurry inside. The factory comes next.
Show me your true form.
Oh, there's a rare one.
Ooh, a rare one! This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused.
Persona!
What? Cobra, you missed?
What?
Go, Queen, go! This is our best shot. Taking action! Melody! Keep up! 2 enemies down! This enemy is beneath us. It should be easy if we stay focused. Oh, I'm strong enough. Persona! Go! Damn!
Oh!
Let's go.
Okay, that's right. Haru's gun is an AoE. It's important information.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Get ourselves a new rare shadow. Hi, face.
You've got a new mask, Joker.
All right.
Wasn't there already an alarm? Oh, that's right, but then we died, so it was, it was gone.
I'll reveal your true form.
Have a bad feeling about that one. It isn't a major threat, but don't use electric attacks. Knocks them right off their feet. Nice, Joker. Locked and loaded.
Get him, Morgana.
Luna took out a shadow. Good stuff.
Decarabia. Show me the money. No. You can do better.
That punk. It's weak and vulnerable to physical strikes. Let's go.
Persona! Ravage them!
Enemies defeated. All right,
Yeah, I'll
Joker,
teach
we
ya.
won. Okay, let's move on.
I don't know how I feel about the fact it didn't tell me he resisted it, but
Okay.
Okay, we're done. Hurry up and move on.
I can feel it.
hi. Could just put her paw in the hole for the hole in the side of the box. But it's kind of cute.
Show me your true form.
Oh, pumpernickel.
Surprise attack successful. They're weak. The
So
physical
you tell
attacks
that
no.
to the hole for paws. Do I not have any? Oh, I don't have any Ma size skills. Or Ma frick. Ma nuclear. Alright.
Persona!
Some other way.
Just guard.
Look, there's an enemy that's confused. Give it some psychokinesis.
Alright, just give them all some nukes. Dropping the nukes.
Two opponents. She's amazing. This is our best shot.
There's like a glass cannon.
Florida, keep it coming, you are. This chance.
And I kind of love it.
Beat the noobs and let's go.
See it.
Show me your
Come
true
here.
form.
Surprise attack successful. Don't lose. Knocked him right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Should be enough. Oh! Futaba gonna end him. Yeah! Futaba bomb.
Mission complete. Kinda.
I love it so much. I'm so glad they gave Futaba an all-out attack.
All right.
I felt the difference in strength in that fight.
Yeah, thanks to Futaba.
Show me your true form.
Okay, we almost worked our way back around.
Let's go.
That one's dangerous. It's weak and vulnerable to physical strikes. Let's go.
There.
Joker took one out.
Or
Now push. Florida, keep it coming, Noir. You can hit him. Get him. Knock one down. Lead away. With style.
I was really hoping to just, you know, use the grenade launcher and get them both that way, but no. You dodge the explosion.
All right.
They didn't stand a chance. Bored now. Go find a strong enemy. Hey, that's a treasure.
Show me your true form.
Ooh.
Surprise attack successful.
This thing.
Now just don't lose. It's strong and guns won't help. Be careful.
Light.
Let's go. Ravage them.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool. They're done for.
Okay, we need the buffs and the debuffs.
How's this? Couldn't finish it. Persona. Hey,
Not surrender from you.
it's strong and guns won't help. Be careful. Persona. Shall we? It's still alive.
Yes, please use your Augie skills on Lady On. Oh, crap.
Joker, you're vulnerable. Quick, use your special attack. Ah! I'm fired up.
Joker's looking pretty bad. Let's show him, Queen.
I don't think it's gonna kill him. If it doesn't kill him,
My next move.
everyone else dies. Whoever goes next dies. Actually, everyone will die because it'll get back to Joker before it gets back around to Makoto, and he'll attack because he's enraged.
Okay. Joker, your health is low. Let's do this. Watch out.
You're mine.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's go.
Beat him up.
Haru!
Extra oomph to get out of this one. I'm good. Persona!
I think On's almost has
Time to use this.
Overcarm.
Thank you.
If she gets it. I don't know if she gets it.
Persona! All right. Persona! This is a part of me. Someone finish it off.
Persona! There.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Let's go.
I've got diorama. Nope, can't put that character out. Diorahan. Can't put you out either. Same reason. Samarakarm, get out of here.
Go down.
Nice one, Joker. You hit its weakness.
Now you'll get it.
Noir's been defeated. Can someone heal her?
Noir, honey. No, Makoto!
No, Wing's been taken out. You've got to cover for her. Let's do this.
Y'all are killing me.
I'm using it. Thank you. This right? Thank you.
This loser.
Persona. There.
This rebellious elephant.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Do it.
I think the auto attack should kill him, so. Thanks, Futaba. I think we were fine before anyway, but
You're already dead.
I leveled up.
that was rough.
What a
Mabufla.
skill.
Okay.
We let our guard down. Are you okay?
I can see it.
Show me your true form.
Go.
Surprise attack successful. Now just don't lose. That's one down. Go, Queen, go! Psychokinetic moves should help here. It won't be a problem. It's
Joker's
not
turn.
done yet.
Just get an pump.
Take this.
Knock them right off their feet. Nice, Joker.
Do it.
Next up, Takeda.
Masayo. Down with these fools.
Okay.
What pump? Do you not like my
Leave the noobs
singing?
and let's go.
I have something.
Punctured PCB. Got a black rock.
I'll reveal your true form.
Yeah.
I have a bad feeling about that one. It's weak and vulnerable to physical strikes. Let's go. Take that. One down. Go, Queen, go. This is our best shot. On to the next.
Eat it!
So pretty. We all did great.
Beautiful.
Damn it.
Simply amazing.
Okay.
Didn't even break a sweat.
Huh? What you doing? Hey, what you playing with down there? Hey, is that what you got? Or are you playing with the power strip? Hey. Look like you're playing with cords. Pumpernickel, please do not play with cords. It is not toys for your amusement. Blah. Okay.
Focus.
Alright, there's a safe room at the end of this hall. Looks like.
Huh? Is there a safe room around here somewhere?
Right here.
This place looks safe.
Yeah, right here. I'm wondering what you thinking, Haru? Moving from one platform to the next. That is proper Phantom Thief behavior. Cute. Going from outside was a wise idea. It would have taken forever otherwise.
How could this be?
Never in all my days have I seen such a sight. What a shame that I haven't the time to sketch it. This palace so big. Well, I guess at least partly since the actual building is really big too. Glad you asked and answered your own question, Cat. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, I think it's going to do it for this evening. Thank you all so much for watching this. I hope you've enjoyed it.
Now, let's get back to work.
We'll be back tomorrow with some more Persona 5 Royal. I'm not sure what my day looks like tomorrow. If I can get done early, we'll try and do another daytime stream. But, as always, you know, work comes first. Like I said, thank you all so much for watching this. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, this stream is adjourned. Good night, everybody.